Does the name Colin Kaepernick sound familiar to you guys? How about an issue of protest regarding kneeling during the pregame national anthem in the NFL? Colin Kaepernick is a quarterback for the 49ers who started a movement in the U.S. and internationally for all people. And of course, with protest comes pros and cons. The whole point of a protest is that there are people who are for it and against it. He started kneeling due to police brutality and oppression on people of color and young age and minorities. He expected that there are over thousands of people that aren't treated equally. Due to the news and everything else that are show cops beating on people who are not white per se, is a problem that he wants to address, even if it means he loses everything. And the pros of him doing it in the National Football League is that people see him all over the world. There are millions of viewers every week on NFL games. So he's speaking out, getting his point across to everyone across the world. And it's easy to see who supports him by looking into the crowd and see who else is kneeling with him, as well as his teammates that also have big influences on their fans. According to proscons.org 2018, it is a good representation of the First Amendment of freedom of speech, and a national figure is one of the most influential ways to get people to get on your side. And of course, with pros comes the cons. Cons are that teens and smaller kids may not understand the issues going on today, and they may support him just because they like him as a player. So when the anthem is being played inside of schools, kids are kneeling, and it's really causing an issue with their teachers and principals who ask them why they're kneeling and to respect the flag, because that's what people are taught at a young age. The flag represents more than just police brutality and oppression. The flag represents the military and people who have died for this country and helped build it. So by kneeling for the flag, people believe that he is unhonoring those people in the military and fighting for this country, as well as the good cops out there who save people every day. Is standing up for what you believe in worth everything? According to the CNN article, Kaepernick and Nike partnered up after the issue, and Nike employed him to do an advertisement. He did a Nike ad, and a lot of people did not like Nike afterwards for teaming up with him. Nike had a lot of critics as well as Kaepernick, and it kind of did affect their business temporarily. Although Nike is a growing organization and one of the biggest ones out there, it wasn't much of a big dent in their company. Also, according to an article by Benjamin and Taylor's, and the New York Times explains how no one would sign him after he became a free agent in 2017. So even though he was making millions of dollars a year, he still didn't get signed by any NFL team just because all the coaches believed that standing during the national anthem was important in the NFL Football League. Also, President Trump, also tweeted that anyone who didn't stand during the national anthem should be benched during the game, as he did get a lot of replies on that tweet for and against him. At the end of the day, most coaches do agree. In fact, even the coach for the Dallas Texans said that anyone who kneeled during the flag, he would bench in support of Trump and everyone that is against Kaepernick. And this also caused a major issue. In conclusion, did you actually know this was going on in our political and social issues? It is a pretty big issue, and it should be talked about everywhere. Whether or not the NFL should allow this or not, it needs to happen soon, because this issue has been going on for over a year, and there has been no final decisions on if it's right or wrong, even though it is perfectly legal to do so in the First Amendment. Also, the pros, once more, is that it's an effective way of advertisement. He's an influential person, so he's able to get his point across to thousands of people every game. And then the cons consist of kneeling during the flag is a big disrespect to over 55% of Americans that took a survey. Also, He is just honoring the military and guard and people who have died for this country. And finally, he does believe that sacrificing everything to this day was the right call. And that's all.